Alright, so this is a review of a draft I did that I think I could have gone horrible, well, that went horrible, I think I could have gone better. Light of the Legion is awesome. So here's something that I was considering is for this review, I'm using Frank Karsten's Pack 1 Pick 1 list from Channel Fireball. I'll have the link in the description below. Light of the Legion, he actually has listed as 5th best. So I definitely don't see a problem taking that. I don't think this was where the pack went wrong. So that's really the takeaway there. I think it was 5th. Yeah. The 4 he has above this is Doom Whisperer, Dream Eater, Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice, and Null Hodge Foxside. Second pick. Alright, so my second pick, what do we have in this pack? We have a Marshall, which is very low. The green splash, so the rare is missing. Circadeous Root, I don't think is anywhere really high. Circuitous Root. So the Behemoth. I think, and I like the Demir Whisper Agent a lot. I remember, I think I go with the Legionnaire, which, according to the pick list, let's look at what's above Legionnaire. So, according to the pick list, let's see what we have. Trying to scroll to find it. Next one, alright. Yeah, I'm waffling. I like Whisper Agent's really strong. I should be married, but I opened opened it. So. Six ones common. Luminous Bonds is the best common according to the pick list. Really see anything in terms of that previous pick. Boros Challenger though should be the pick here, and no, Luminous Bonds was the pick, which is the one I choose. So I'm on the pick list there. Yeah, an Arboreum Elemental. Is it above Sky Knight Legionnaire? I think it is. So I should have gone green technically. With the Arborous Elemental, if they have it rated stronger, it does make sense as opposed to the Sky Knight Legionnaire. So that would have put me in green, and Luminous Bonds is amazing. I think I take like the Hawk here, which in retrospect, Prey Upon is just so much better. So, yeah, I think this is really where it falls apart. Is I get married to the thought of being Boros because it's one of my favorite colors. I don't even look at the Prey Upon until like now, and I'm like, oh, I passed up on some good green already, so it's too late to pick it. When in reality, I probably could still pivot here and put Sky Knight Legionnaire into my sideboard, or think about it, see what flows. Even the Devkin Descendant is a loop, a better pick I think than the Hawk. I would have to look at the pick order to be 100%, and I'll do an edit just to see. So basically what I'll do is I'll pay more attention to this review of this draft, knowing how it ends. Obviously it's easier to tell what would have been better, but I definitely think Prey Upon was better there. Gird for Battle, Collar the Culprit, and Righteous Blow, but the Fresh Face Recruit is a card I like a lot, but it also plays well in Celestia, so I'm pretty sure even here, knowing that green would have been the better color, it doesn't really matter, because Fresh Face Recruit is still the best card in the pack. I like Skylight Legionnaire. I also I'm in love with the Defender. I'm also not in love with the Elec. I don't even know what I'm thinking, oh, I think someone's talking to me right now. See, I can blame that on distraction. Alright, yeah, Iron Shell Beetle is not bad too. I'd be interested to see what the pick list is. This is, I think, a tough one between the Skyline and maybe Righteous Bow. I don't know how good Righteous Bow is. I haven't had a chance to play with it because I don't pick it here. Maybe you're supposed to, especially in Boros, even with my current deck. I could also see the Beetle being decent. Demotion is another one where I think I've gone wrong. I don't pick Demotion here even for my deck. I play the Fire Urchin because the thought of mentoring onto this is really cool. The only problem I have is I have no mentor creatures. I do say that, but it doesn't matter. Right now, currently in my draft, I'm guaranteed no mentor creatures, and any good ones or anything like that, but I automatically have seen it in sealed. I've played a couple of sealed already. I feel like that's really strong and I want to do it. But instead I should have took Demotion if I was Boros, and I probably should have taken the 6/4 Worm if I wasn't. Golgari, that's a good trick in Golgari, but I only take the white card here. That's probably not incorrect. It's probably a really good, even an Urban Utopia here. I could have even looked to be greedy and started splashing other colors if I opened another bomb rare. Instead, I didn't even look at it, especially since that Convoke is still here, which makes splashing really super easy. I could have had a really sweet deck. Instead, I opted for the lower power level that I really don't think panned out at all. This one, it didn't really matter. The Sure Strike Trick or the Maniacal Rage or the Gird Battle going late. I think Gird is still better here in both decks. The AI, the fact that the AI chooses that one so low is something I'll probably try to abuse later. This comes back, I put immediately in my sideboard, and open a Beast Whisper. Obviously now I feel like I'm super committed, not ready to drop, so I don't pick the Beast Whisperer here. I pick the 2/2 First Striking Mentor. I'm like, the Fire Urchin, I'm gonna get there. I don't even end up playing the Fire Urchin in my deck because I really don't have that much of a strong mentor target. But yeah, Beast Whisperer should have been sick, especially in this deck. And I could have picked the 5/4 or the 4/5 Angel. I didn't pick it here because I'm Boros and my curve's not going to be that high. Even with Convoke, I want to be swinging and attacking. The back piece though is good in either deck, so I think that's one I end up going with here, and it's a good curve topper for Boros, and that's probably still the right pick here. I need to get this a little bigger so I can actually read some of these cards. There we go. Alright, so Garrison Sergeant is not good. I only have one gate to begin with. I notice I'm low on 3 drops. I do think for this current draft that I am drafting, that's probably better than Righteous Blow. I'm really interested to see what Righteous Blow is. Oh, Righteous Blow is actually pretty high in the pick order. I have it right in front of me. It's above Undercity Uprising and 2 below Fresh Race Recruit. Okay. But the Worm is higher. Demir Spybug. This I really want a chance to play with this card because it looks broken if you get it in the Surveil deck. So this is me just being like, man, I really want to play it. What's funny is I feel like I could have forced it. Not that that would have been a good idea, I just feel like I could have. The Convoke is meh. That's probably the right choice. Iron Shield's not really where you want to be. The Inspiring Unicorn, I'm not going to play the Fog. Whisper Agent is another late Demir card, but I really feel like Celestia was calling me and I was ignoring it. I do like the Brindle board though in Boros. It did not really perform that well in my deck, but that's only because I think my deck was very suboptimal. I played with a lot of Not good creatures. Crushing Canopy is another awesome way to deal with stuff. I have now not looked at any of... There's nothing in my colors is what I'm saying. It's like, oh god, I'll just take a Sure Strike. Sure Strike's a good trick. And it is, but I don't even look at Crushing Canopy. Even with as is, I should have been green in my seat. So, I think that is the pivot mistake, was my pack 1, pick 2. Not even taking the Elemental, and then even after that, not taking the Prey Upon. Really having it almost... It's funny, looking at this now, it almost looks like I have a set mindset to play Boros that I didn't even know I had. This is me being like, man, maybe I should have been Dimir, but I don't know. Really, pack 2 is the only thing shouting Dimir. This was a good Boros pack. Sky Knight Legionnaire, the Command the Storm, and the Sergeant. I wanted a Command the Storm. I'm light on removal besides Luminous Bonds and some tricks. So Command the Storm was awesome. I don't regret that. I think the draft would have been entirely different though if I pivoted into green when I should have been, and I ultimately probably would have had a stronger deck that performed a little better. Maybe I'll go through the games later on too. We just see if obviously it's not just drafting your deck, it's making good decisions, and maybe we can go through that and seeing the poor decisions I made as well. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in doing. I'll probably end up doing it by myself, but if you think it would be good content, let me know. I'm not prone to do that and record it and say what my thoughts are and share them with you and see how I can overall improve. I take Gravatic Punch here because I think it's funny, and it would be a way to close out games and have reach against removal light decks. Really though, I should have played the 6/4 Worm, or grabbed it in my dream now Celestia deck with a Beast Whisper and a whole bunch of Convoke cards with a 6/4 hexproof. I think I remember one of the cards now that really screamed Celestia in pack 3. Well, and I get it pretty late. So there's that. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm waiting. I might have been talking to somebody. Oh, that's right, I was talking to somebody in chat who was asking me a question about the free-to-play games. I'm not taking Garrison Sergeant, or obviously Enhanced Surveillance. We probably could have forced to mirror them pack 2 and probably had a better deck than we ended up with. Crypt Raiders. Sure, why not? Collar for the Culprit is obviously a decent removal spell, even if it's conditional. Crushing Canopy Wheels? That was a card I was willing to kind of pick on the first time around. Yeah, that is definitely weird. Alright, so here I have Vivid return up to 3 multicolored creatures from your card. Justice Strike though is a really good trick. I'm already in Boros, so I'm already married to that card. But the Revival is actually pretty strong. This is the pick 2. I could have had Amara. And this is where I think I even say on stream, oh man, I could have been Celestia. And I didn't even review, obviously, you forget kind of the first cards that come out and that you chose over it, so that's the reason why I want to make this video. But having an Amara in this deck, with still having my pack 1 pick 1 of Light Legion, that Fetch and Drake here is also stupidly strong. Having the Crawl Harpooner, or even the Lockstone, which I think I'd take here anyway, as I notice I really don't have a lot of late drops. Not that Boros needs or wants it, but I'm inundated with better 2s than the one that's there for my white deck. I could have taken Experimental Frenzy too as a curve topper, but I did, but I don't play it, which I think is a mistake now in hindsight. Another Luminous Bonds. Hold on, wait. I don't take the Luminous Bonds over the Legion Guildmage. Well, that's another mistake that I made even within my own colors. I don't know why I was moving that fast. Convoke Tribunal is one of the best removals in the set, so I certainly hope I do take this. And a Convoke Vigilance down there. Another Shield Mate if I was Celestia. Like, this is awesome cards, even having me not have picked the green. Yeah, we would add a much better deck. Vigilance Patrol. Would I choose over Vigilance Patrol? I certainly hope. I take the... Alright, I don't know if I was just super tired at this point. If I was green, I could have taken the Stray, which is nice. I decided on the 3-drop here. It's better than a 2-4 because of attacking, which does make sense in Boros. I don't think a Boros Locket should ever be in a Boros deck. You're probably playing it wrong. But, I don't know. I feel like I'm not one to judge right now after seeing some of the picks I made. Windshaper this late. Instead of another Collar here. Another Worm. Yeah. Celestia is haunting me. I must... I'll make up for it. I'm sure I'll be able to do another comp draft soon, even after this poor performance. Yeah, this is not a sign that Boros was open. Alright, well, that's the quick review. Let me know what you guys think, what you would have chosen. I feel like I could have had a really awesome Celestia deck. Even regardless of that, I could have made better picks even in Boros, the colors that I was when I ended. No real spoilers for how it ends, just in case we do want to watch the games. I will say it's more than one total win, but not 7. Nowhere near 7. How about that? Let me know what you think. More importantly, let me know if this is something that you can see improving your game. It's going to help me, but if it's not going to help anybody else besides me, I can do this without recording it. Overall, I've been streaming almost every weekday, exception I normally take one day off during the weekday just because I have long work hours and I have stuff that I need to spend on. But that and Sundays are my only days off. But you can follow me and watch me stream, usually at 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. At Twitch TV/Zerif. Well, thank you so much for watching.